Hello, Pisces. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you're all doing amazing. So, Pisces, we're going to open up your reading with the Naughty Oracle. As I was shuffling that deck for you, Pisces, 6 cards came out. The first one, number 39, Suck It Up, Princess, Accept Your Karma. Then you got number 42, You Really Are a Special Type of Fucktard, Shine Your Uniqueness. Then you got 37, Stunned Shaman, Become Self-Aware. Then you got 4, Black Holes Suck, Don't Let Darkness Hold You Back. 19, fucking Mercury retrograde, time to take personal responsibility. And then 27, my eyes are up here, mister, stop getting distracted. So Pisces, for you in particular, your ruling planet is currently retrograde alongside Mercury. I know Mercury stations in a couple of days, but we'll still be in his shadow for 2 weeks, okay? So I feel like your personal responsibility is to not get caught up in things that do not fit you, okay? Metaphorically, right? Like it could be an actual shoe, but it could be a relationship, a job, an environment, anything, you want it to fit because something about it seems intriguing, alluring. Maybe there's a level of being turned on, okay, but it does not fit here, Pisces, okay? So with those retrogrades, I feel like they want you to keep in mind that things are still a bit illusory. Your past is going to come up a lot in order that you can get to the root of what would cause you to want to put yourself in a situation that doesn't fit in the first place here, okay? Could it be just a learning process? Sure. But it's to a point where you're being called to become self-aware. And those retrogrades can really help with that. They can harm, but they can help just depending on what you're open to. Are you open to microscoping your past, to see like what makes you operate the way that you do? Are you accepting less than you deserve? Are you shelling out less than others deserve? That's what these retrogrades are prompting us to become conscious of. So we can break a lot of these collective sort of toxic patterns that we have going as human beings. Then you also, we'll get into the tarot and then see how these tie in here. Okay, Pisces. So my goal for your reading is $22. I will leave the link if you would like to contribute. And I do appreciate you liking, sharing, following, and subscribing. All right. So your first card out in your tarot, Pisces, is the Seven of Wands reversed. So I really feel like the boundaries have needed to get tighter for a while here. Okay. I feel like you are a very unique individual. You're so special. You are so multi-talented. You can also be very secretive. I feel like you have secret talents that nobody knows about. Maybe one of your siblings, because you used to do it when you were a kid. So they actually saw you doing something. Maybe they heard you singing, or they saw you painting, or they saw you acting or something. And they were like, oh my gosh, my Pisces sibling can cry on cue. That's so amazing, right? And but you never like pursued it as an adult, but it's there. It could be something like that, that you have all of this beautiful uniqueness about you. It is going to attract all kinds of, experiences here, but it's up to you to use your discernment, to one, not get distracted and caught up in other people's mess or even your own mess, and to take personal responsibility regardless of any retrograde, right? Retrogrades are meant to help us. So, in terms of communication with Mercury, Pisces, all you have to do is, before you send that message, if you are very big on grammar and spelling and everything like that, just go over it and make sure everything looks the way you want it. Or if somebody's sending you an email or a communication, read it a few times, take a few deep breaths. They may have not intended to piss you off, or hurt your feelings, but those energies can get things misconstrued and cause us to react prematurely here, okay? They also, I feel like strongly, don't let darkness hold you back. Your past experiences or these retrogrades kind of really pulling on your watery fins and making you see things that seem harsh right now, but they're really for your highest benefit here, Pisces. So don't let the darkness hold you back, and become self-aware in a way that protects you here, okay? So I just feel like it's been a boundary issue with the Seven of Wands reversed, like just letting your guard down, but you're letting your guard down in situations you knew didn't fit and could potentially cut you a bunch of different ways, not just one little scrape here, Pisces, okay? So, but these are learning experiences, right? We get information, we learn about ourselves, we go through our dark night of the soul, we face our shadow, and we attract better experiences. At least we hope to, right? So then you're going from the 7 to the 8. So things are already in divine order here, Pisces. So with the 8 of Cups, you've learned to walk away from a lack of boundary, is what I'm getting, or that is the advice. Like, walk away from things that challenge your boundaries, that cause you to become self-aware, even though you are so multifaceted and talented, right? Like, what we don't want you doing is second guessing your gifts, or undermining your talents because of the experiences with others that you kind of intuitively knew didn't fit you in the first place, Pisces, okay? So I love that the King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck for you, because I feel like this is you getting your emotional wellness reestablished. There could be a fellow water sign, masculine energy that is acting as some sort of an emotional safe space as well. This could be a passed on relative, or a counselor, therapist, a neighbor, just somebody that has a lot of compassion and that lets you talk, even if you need to talk for like 30 minutes. They're literally just sitting there absorbing it. Or this is the energy that you're trying to embody, not you being an emotional dumping ground, like people kind of try to use you as, but is you just having emotional intelligence to where you can walk away from situations that are compromising your safety and your boundaries here, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for overseeing this active divination for Pisces, my angel fish, in their highest good. Okay, so strength reverse, we are approaching Leo season. So I feel like illness in the body is just coming to me intuitively. They want you to really zero in on your health, as well as do the hard thing, do the scary thing. Go ahead and look at the time you were 6 or 8 or 17, that perhaps you were dismissed by a parental figure when you really needed to express yourself, or someone said something, take a cheap shot at your grades when you worked really hard to get the grades that you got. Those grades might have been B's and C's, but you busted your ass and they had no right to take a stab at that. But these are things you may be called upon to face, Pisces, so that you can go through this next phase in your life in a King of Cups, in a very emotionally healed, well, and intelligent being here. So the strength reverse, like, this is also your inner strength being applied to this next season in your life. But if any of you are experiencing any weakness in the body, like physical or even emotional, just know that those are cellular upgrades, okay? Like, don't let the foreign or the unknown make you fearful, okay? It's to elevate you. All of this stuff is to elevate you so that you attract better relationships into your life, because you're embodying a person who is a good match, whether for a friend or a business partner or a lover. And that is the truth with the Ace of Swords. So mental clarity is definitely something that you can expect if it hasn't started already. It could take some time because we are dealing with Neptune. But I feel mental clarity becoming more so as we enter Leo season. So the Hierophant, Taurus energy, you could have Taurus placements. I feel like you're like, some of you are divorcing someone straight up. You're walking away. They've really weakened your immune system, I'm hearing, and your nervous system, I'm hearing. And so you need to get away from them, or you're getting away from them to reset that. There is so much collective energy around leaving spaces we weren't supposed to be in the first place, but for some reason we were distracted here, okay? So with this, I just feel like there's a lot of non-traditional, whimsy, quirky things about you that is so lovable. And this is another indicator that you were not meant to be in certain spaces because they were weakening you here, okay? So with the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, like, you keep going on this route and walking away from spaces that do not deserve you, okay? That want to undermine and belittle and take from you. You are destined to go into the most auspicious and abundant time of your life, okay? Your mission here is to take accountability, accept any karma, even other people's karma for harming you, okay? Like, don't let that play on your watery energy and suck you back into the black hole that you swam out of, okay? But this Wheel of Fortune represents so much of what you knew you were worthy of all along. You just got caught up in other people's mess here, okay? But I'm proud of you, Pisces. Be proud of yourself. I love you. Thank you for all of your support. And until next time, take care.